does somebody have an ammunition business card?
Ammunition.
That's been there for months.
I don't know where they came from.
That's not mine. I would think
No idea. I don't own a gun, so
you should buy one. They're fun.
Oh shit!
I think about it. I want a handgun.
I should buy a boat.
Microsoft on their
I should
phones
buy
are
a boat.
banning emulators on the store.
If you want to go gun shopping, call me.
Yeah. One of these days.
Glock.
No, Glock is like the iPhone of handguns. Seriously, like it works, but it doesn't do anything particularly well. It just shoots.
That's literally what you do. You use it to shoot things.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't do it like anything. It doesn't do it like
What
amazing.
does it do?
Here's the history of guns.
You point at what you want to die and you shoot it.
What's up, guys? It's the Friendly Fire Podcast, episode 4?
What?
Sorry.
That's an amazing.
I can't remember.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
What episode is it? Is
It
it
is
4?
four.
Okay.
It is episode 4.
I'm
yeah.
Logan.
I'm Patrick.
This game. I'm Sean.
Drew.
And I'm Worth.
And today we're going to be covering the NES Classic is discontinued now. So
Boo.
if you, hopefully you got one if you wanted
Hashtag
one.
fuck Nintendo.
The Scorpio will be officially revealed at E3, which obviously. Minecraft is coming out on Switch. Xbox is rolling out a refund program. There's a Pokemon Go event. PlayStation update, which Pat will talk about. And it was the 25th anniversary of Zelda, right, Drew? Okay. So but first, we're going to actually switch up the format here, and we're going to do our review first. Because Disco is going to leave, so.
Yeah.
What is the game you were reviewing tonight?
Alright, so we're finally going to have our Halo Wars 2 review. About a week late.
I literally know nothing about this game.
Yeah, thanks for skipping leg day last week, you lazy son of a bitch.
Yeah, pointless comment from Sean. So,
Sean.
You can pretty much say that about anything that I say ever.
yeah. But
Moving on.
basically Halo Wars 2 is a sequel for Halo Wars, obviously.
You don't say.
In numerical order, right?
The story for it fits in between Halo 5 and 6. They actually incorporated it into the canon storyline. The essential story plot is that you show up everybody comes out of cryosleep and you're at a new planet or installation. I can't remember which one it is, but you show up at a base and you find out that there's a new enemy that basically killed everyone on the planet.
Didn't they land near an arc? Was that what it was? Where they make halos? It
Yeah,
looked
it
like an
was an
arc.
arc,
Okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
And the new enemy is a brute. But what's his name again?
Atriox?
Atriox. That's
Yeah.
right.
Good review, Nate.
Yeah, sorry.
You're the best.
I just forgot.
You spent so much time on this game.
The beginning of the story was not all that interesting. Good cutscene, but
That first cutscene where that brute starts fucking up elites.
Yeah.
That was good.
I don't know if that was Decimus or Atriox.
I think that was Atriox.
Was it?
I think it was.
At least I remember one brute's name. So basically, that's the plot of the story, and then you're locked in battle with them over the arc. Overall, the story was pretty decent. It kind of felt like there were parts of it that were unnecessary at times. Like they needed another mission, and so they just threw one in, and I don't know. It honestly just kind of felt like a filler episode of an anime at times. Like some of it felt pointless, and it was just there to be there. There's a mission towards the end. I had no clue why it was a mission. It was pointless. It was way too easy.
I mean, was it like for the sake of the story, so they had to do something with gameplay?
I honestly did not understand the mission at all.
We'll have to do that in
It was
co-op
just like
then.
thrown in. It felt like
Weird. Maybe, yeah, we'll have to do that in
and
co-op
being
and
the
see.
second to last mission in the game, I don't understand why.
But overall, the story was pretty good.
Not the greatest thing you've ever played, but it's
Well, and if you like the Halo series, I mean, it's a good thing to play if you want to kind of know everything.
Yeah.
So I heard, yeah, like it fits well into that universe.
It felt good to be able to face the brutes and the elites. They basically, the brutes had hired on an elite third party, and so you kind of got to fight all of.
So like they were mercenaries
enemies.
or something.
Yeah, essentially. So that was kind of cool. It was a nice little story element. The controls were really good. Definitely has the market cornered on console RTSs as far as like controls and gameplay goes. It's pretty fluid. Most problems with console RTSs is that the controls just don't match up well with what you're trying to do, and it's too much to control with a controller. But it seemed to work really smooth. Go ahead, Sean. What's your question or comment?
My comment. Is it as good as StarCraft 1 on the Nintendo 64?
That's definitely a question,
Oh,
not a
That
comment.
was
So.
an abortion.
Pretty sure everything is better, and you don't even need to bring it up.
So, well, here's a question that's like more poignant, I guess. Is it like if you haven't really played a whole lot of RTS games, is this a game that would really get you into an RTS if you don't really know much about those games at all?
It's not too bad. The controls are really simple. It makes sense. Like they
did a really good job.
They needed to dumb it down for console. I mean, you have no choice. You have to dumb it down for console, and they did it perfectly. In my
Nice.
opinion,
It's a good baby's first RTS.
yeah,
Baby's
it really is. The strategy is good. Like they have a lot of different, like a lot of variety in the types of strategies you can do. I mean, they have the standard ground, vehicle, and air units like every game does. They throw in a little bit of like hero units, which it's a pretty basic introduction into hero units. There's not a lot of.
It's like you get like a super ability,
you get like
pretty much.
You have like a really powerful hero, and it has a super ability. Yeah.
So like, and that's probably got a cooldown time. You can only use it every so often.
Yeah.
So
and
okay.
The control for it is just Y. That's like the only thing Y is even used for in the game is like special abilities. B is just cancel. I don't think there's anything else to B.
Well, because I know that if you can select one unit, you can select local units that you
Yeah.
can see on screen, or all units, or you can paint like an area, is what they call,
they
where
have,
you
like,
highlight.
You can just tap A to click on the unit. You can hold A to select a group of units. You can hit right bumper to select all local units. And then I can't remember what all units.
Think double
is.
tap
Is
the
it
bumper.
Double tap. And then they have you have like speed scrolling, and you can jump between bases with the D-pad. You can jump between groups of troops with the D-pad.
Yeah, for somebody like I've also played this game, and I don't know RTSs very well. I'm not good at RTSs either, and it makes a lot of sense to me. And I got good at switching and directing units. I played StarCraft on PC years ago. I was terrible. So
That's a tough one to get into.
yeah.
Go ahead, Drew.
Are you able to custom make like your own groups? So like, let's say you want like a group of like 10 units, like a custom group, and say like I want like a bunch of warthogs and a bunch of infantry units, and you can like macro them to like one group and swap between groups.
No.
Can you do that?
You
Okay.
kind of can.
That's too complicated.
Well,
Okay.
If you hit, I think, the right trigger, you can switch between, if you have warthogs, ODST, and like a Spartan. If you hit the trigger, you can go from one group to another.
Well, you can go from individual units and their quantity of units.
Yeah. So if you want
But,
all
like,
of yours,
you can't have like a group of
You can't have like a
different
custom
units.
group of units, because like I used to play a lot of StarCraft back in the day, and you could highlight like your individual units and group them up based on like if I wanted like a bunch of like Hydralisks with a bunch of Zerglings and maybe throw like an Ultralisk in there, I can highlight that group and select it, and it's saved to like one key, and I can hit that key and I
shift one.
yeah. So if I have like an ultimate
That's a little
group of
too
units.
complicated for a controller.
No, that makes sense. I was just curious if they
There's
had that.
The
I don't
only-
even know how they would implement
the
that.
only way you can do something like that is like, let's say you build those specific units and then you move them to one part of the map. You can click on the local units, and then I think left on the D-pad switches to every unit group.
Yeah.
But then if you
It
bring
will-
them
it
all to
will
one
group
part,
them on its own as like a switch thing. Like if they're on a different part of the map, it'll literally, if they're not on screen, it'll switch to them.
Okay.
But if you
that's
bring them
kind of
together,
insane.
if you bring them
Still-
together, it makes one big unit,
Still,
and you've
I'm
lost
impressed.
that. So.
Like the console is able to take it and like be able to group units as well as they can, from what you're saying.
It's pretty sophisticated. I can't name another console RTS that does it so well.
I can't name you a lot of console RTSs
What about
actually.
what about like Red Alert 3? I mean, that was on console 360, wasn't it?
Never played it, but
Really?
I think there's a few more. Honestly, I cannot think of.
They're
off the
few
top
and
of my
far between.
Yeah, they're not
probably
common.
because it's
Halo Wars 1?
difficult to do.
It's
gonna
well,
say-
it's also not really a game. It's a type of game that's meant to be played on a console.
No.
I don't know. That's kind of
head. Halo Wars got good at making it for console, but
Yeah.
it's preferable on PC.
but it's a
actually,
dominated
in
on
terms of
PC
Halo
mostly.
Wars 2, I heard that it was preferred on console because they didn't do a lot for the PC port.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, they didn't have like the macro type things or anything like that.
They should have totally added that in PC.
I think they were. It was an afterthought.
That's a missed opportunity. But
But as far as like the single player goes, I was really pleased with the variety of missions. Like, I wasn't super pleased with the story aspect of that. There's still a decent story, don't get me wrong. But as far as like the variety of missions pairing up with the story, sometimes it was literally just like they wanted a different type of mission, which was fun. Don't get me wrong. But as far as the story went, it didn't make a lot of sense. But like they had a mission called Hold the Line that was very much like a tower defense game. It was like they put a tower defense game into an RTS. So you were like setting up defenses to hold like a moving line of troops that are coming in, and they come in from multiple different vantage points, and you have to defend those different points, and it gets different because they'll throw different units at you, and you got to be prepared for that, which was really fun. They didn't do anything like that in the first game. The first game was a lot of just like building and taking points and things like that. I would say the story was better in the first Halo Wars, but I think they did a better job in this game of making the missions differ. They had another mission called From the Deep. It was probably my favorite mission in the whole game. It was like you were just defending some points, and that was a lot of fun. Like I was talking, the second to last mission and the last mission of the game were lackluster. I was not. It felt like it detached me from the game almost. The missions were so watered down and so easy that it just took away from the fact that the few missions before that were so tough and challenging. Where you go from a tough, challenging mission, the game gets tougher as you're going, and then it just drops off and it makes it super easy all of a sudden. And I didn't understand that. I thought that was kind of a wasted opportunity. Go ahead, Pat.
As you play through the campaign, are map sizes different sizes?
Yeah, they.
That's cool.
It varies.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
it all
like-
depends on what the mission is.
So there's different resource like different set.
There's
well, I
a
should
couple
say
of
different
maps that were
but-
really big, and
Yeah.
a few that were relatively small.
Cool.
You just had like a certain area you had to deal with.
Like StarCraft did that a few times where you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a really small map, but then the next one you play, you're like, this is fucking ginormous. This
Fairly
is a
similar.
big freaking map.
Nowhere near the size of StarCraft.
Oh yeah,
maps,
no,
but,
yeah.
I wasn't super happy with the ending. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it wasn't a solid ending. It was just like, okay, that was in between Halo 5 and 6. There you go.
But does it at least set it up for a sequel possibly, or?
Well, as far as the Halo Wars games go, because they're not so they're not so solid. Like they can really do whatever they want. So
Yeah.
they could easily make a Halo Wars 3 if they feel like it, and they could use new characters if they wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to use Cutter, and I mean, just Cutter, I think, is the only one that.
There was Isabel was the AI and stuff, so there was a few characters
Well,
that
no,
were.
Isabel was a new AI.
Well, yes, what I'm saying is that they could bring these
They
characters
could
to a
bring
third
them,
game.
They could bring them back, but I also think that they don't need to.
Well, and the Halo story can kind of go from game to game to game. So maybe Halo Wars 3 would be between Halo 8 and 9, so it would have nothing to do with this game.
Yeah.
So you never
If
know.
there is a Halo 8 and 9.
There will be.
There will
There
be.
absolutely will be.
Either that or they could do even like a super prequel like version.
Something,
for
yeah.
Halo, you know what I'm talking about.
There's really no limits to what this game's story could be.
As far as the cutscenes go, beautifully done. That was one thing that I loved about the first game. The only problem with the first game was they didn't really go heavy on the graphics, with the cutscenes. They were relatively watered down graphics, but in this game they were beautiful. Go ahead, Sean. I know you're going to name the company.
Yeah, didn't Blur do the?
Yeah,
I thought so.
And they looked fantastic.
Fucking fantastic job with the Halo 2 remaster.
The remaster collection, or yeah.
Oh god, those cutscenes though.
There was several cutscenes in the game, and they all looked great. Another thing about single player for Pat, lore nerd, they have Phoenix logs that you can collect in the game. They have like a certain one on every mission, a certain amount on every mission, and they offer you extra lore. Ooh. And so you can go back and in between missions, they have like the Phoenix logs that you can read if you feel like.
Nice.
They offer quite a bit of lore, so that's kind of cool. Some of the technical stuff about the game, the graphics were average for the gameplay. Great for the cutscenes, but the gameplay, it's nothing to write home about.
So when you're like zoomed out, like way above the thing, yeah, they don't get super detailed.
Well, I imagine it's a lot like League of Legends or something. Like that game isn't really that graphically advanced either.
Yeah, it's just like the troops are kind of small and grainy.
I thought some of the unit, like the vehicles, looked kind of cool. Like the Scorpion looked really cool.
Yeah.
I thought, or the Wraith, the Covenant one looked pretty cool.
They did. I'll say they did a pretty decent job for the units' animations and things like that. Sometimes they recycled them a little bit too much, but overall pretty good. Controls worked really well. The sound was decent. The music was good. The sounds everything made was good. The gameplay felt smooth for the most part. I didn't notice any like glitches or any problems or anything like that. Go ahead, Pat.
I'm not calling you out on this, I swear. What difficulty did you play on out of curiosity?
The first playthrough I always just do on normal for fun.
Yeah, okay.
Just to kind of get the hang of the game.
Yeah, I prefer to do to be able to get through it first and not struggle and get fed up and angry.
RTSs on like hardest difficulty
they're hard.
Fucking hard.
I remember playing Halo Wars on Legendary and it was not easy. So I'm gonna go back and play it, but I did not want to do my first playthrough on Legendary or even Heroic.
It's like it feels like when you play on any RTS, not even just Halo Wars, like if you play on the hardest difficulty, like if you take too long to do like one thing or get this certain type of resource, the AI is so far fucking ahead of you. It's
easily.
It's like, why do you have 50 more units than I do all of a sudden?
I did a couple of matches where I played the AI and I just wanted to try out some different strategies, and it's just they attack you so fast you can't even bother trying out new strategies. You have to pick a strategy and go with it. As far as the multiplayer goes, Logan is Logan played more multiplayer than I did, so he can talk about that a little bit. But they had several different game modes. They had like a blitz mode, which is like in my opinion, kind of like a watered down strategy. Like they really they shrink the map.
It's kind of more for like just quick games and that kind of
games.
stuff. Yeah.
You have like a deck of cards. I think it's 12 cards, and they level up as you go, as you get play.
So they do like. Do they do like the burn card type thing? You know what I'm talking about with Titanfall, like how they had the burn cards the first game. They gave you different boosts and buffs and stuff.
No, it's not even remotely like that.
Gotcha.
It's literally like the cards are a unit and you play them.
Gotcha.
And then you control your units. So instead of like building a base and training your units, like you just spawn the units and then you can control them. And it goes through like a rotation. The cards cost a specific amount. But at its heart, Blitz mode is pay to win.
Gotcha.
There's no denying it. Like,
I don't totally agree, but
it's wholeheartedly pay to win. If you pay money, you are going to have an advantage over somebody who did not pay money.
You'd have to drop a lot of money though to make a significant difference.
But that's what I'm saying. That is what pay to win is.
But the amount of money required is so much that
if you spent $100. It would take the person who doesn't pay at least a month to catch up with them.
I would say a lot of people would not spend enough money to make the balance that
greatly underestimate pay-to-win players.
Well, I'm saying that is fair. I'll give you that. I'm sure that there are people that pay that exorbitant amount.
I just dropped my mortgage payment.
Why not, right?
Do it. Yeah.
So, You're not wrong there.
Fuck car payments, car
There
insurance.
is a much better way Blitz could have been done in
I
terms of
would
microtransactions.
love
I
to-
will totally agree with that. So
I was gonna say like fuck your car payment. I'm number 62 in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's essentially how
some
Now
people
what?
care about that, right?
My EP is huge, guys.
Are you from South Korea? No, I'm just kidding.
But the mode itself is somewhat enjoyable. It's not my favorite mode, but it's not a bad mode either. It's just unbalanced because of that aspect. And speaking of unbalanced, whatever they're doing with their matchmaking is the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
It
it's
literally will put a level 1 and 2 person against a level 30 and 40 team. Like, that's terrible. It's terrible for your game, and it's terrible for your multiplayer.
How long has this game been out now?
About a month.
Have they had any kind of updates for that recently?
How else are the newbies gonna learn, Nate?
Yeah, obviously, they're going to learn by getting fucking owned.
bad. It's true.
Well, learn
Getting
quick.
Fucking
Gotta take
destroyed.
your
Get
lumps.
get good.
But
Yeah.
they have,
Take your
they have
Take your
other
lumps.
game modes like they have a strongholds mode, which everybody starts out with like max supply or max energy
Defense and stuff like that.
supplies, and you start out with your base at like max level, and you have all your buildings already max level and everything. And so you just get to start out and just start spawning what you want to spawn, and then just start going. And it's on a huge map, and there's tons of extra bases you can take and build whatever you want. It's actually pretty enjoyable. I played one game, and we just rolled the other team.
I haven't done
we,
that yet. It
We
sounds
literally
fun.
just like we took several bases on one side of the map, and then just rolled in a big circle around the outside of the map and just destroyed the other team. So it was kind of fun. It's interesting to be able to start out at max everything and just go. It's kind of like what they did with Blitz, except on the opposite way, like grander scale.
Yeah.
They made the map big, and they made everything take longer because you're all ready to do battle. So it was kind of fun.
I was saying that just reminds me on like after I beat Age of Empires, I would make custom maps where I had 99999 like resources, and on the AI, I'd be like, "You can have 10,000," and I'm supposed to see what happens. But I'd wall off like my entire area, and I'm like, "Yeah, let's just see what happens." Oh yeah, I put towers on every part of my. I would just play like pretty much God mode. I'm like, I'm just messing around with resources and everything like that.
Yeah.
But the standard mode feels good. It feels pretty much like the first game. You build your bases, you level up your troops. You come up with a strategy at the beginning, and then you follow that strategy. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you lose. So,
Are there any
enough.
timed missions in the single player campaign?
yes, there is a few
Are there?
time
Nice.
missions. Yeah,
There you go.
like I said, the variety is really good. They have missions where you defend. They have missions where you attack. They have missions where you hold points and then go on and then hold more points. Missions where you set up troops in certain areas.
The timed ones were parts of a mission were timed, right?
Yes.
Like it's between here and here, you got to get there kind of thing.
They
Or you
also
have
had
to defend
missions where
for
you had
X
to
amount of time.
defend for
That's right,
like,
yeah.
so much time.
Yeah.
Or you had to take something in a certain amount of time. They had the tower defense mission, which was really, I still think that was fucking cool. They had a mission where it was like you were stranded and you were alone with like a few snipers was all. You started with just some snipers,
Oh, damn.
and you had to meet up with the Spartan and then move on through the map, and then the mission just like completely changes where you're like 5 units trying to make it through the mission, and then all of a sudden you're building a base and you're defending troops, and then you got to move on and take their base, and then you're like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then the mission changes again, and you got to go set up troops on the other side of the map to back up the other troops, and then you all attack a certain point.
I mean, that's cool though, because it adds a huge different like dynamic to the gameplay.
I feel like the story or the single player was shined on its gameplay and not its story. I think the gameplay far surpassed the story in the single player.
Yeah.
And the multiplayer is hindered by its matchmaking issues, but it would be pretty decent if the matchmaking issues were fixed.
That would be
Like
nice.
when I say my rating, I guarantee it would jump a full point at least if the matchmaking issues were better.
It would go up 1 hippo.
Yeah.
One hippo.
A Halo game with matchmaking issues? You don't say.
These are
That has never
these are
happened
different.
before.
No, never.
We don't
Different
talk about
matchmaking
that.
issues. It's not that you can't find a game; it's that it just pairs you wrong. So
It's a balancing issue, not
Yeah,
like a
balancing.
connection issue or
It's
something like that.
maddening.
yeah,
Oh my god, it's so frustrating.
sometimes it works in your favor though.
It does. Well, that is nice.
You don't say.
But when it doesn't, I'm like, just gonna close out of Halo, play
This
something
guy's
else.
level 2. Who should we pair him with? Let's go
I'm
with
at
like a
level 40, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Seems fair.
Pat?
This will be the last question I asked about this game because I don't play it. But out of curiosity, for the multiplayer like ranking system, is there like a casual mode and a ranked mode?
Yes, there is.
Gotcha. But it's the same problem either way.
Yeah, same
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Actually, ranked is worse. I played one ranked match, immediately regretted it.
I
Do they have-
regret everything.
Do they have co-op campaign?
Yes,
They do.
That's cool.
Me and
Can
Disco are doing that soon.
Oh, so you can play like online, like you can play on your Xbox.
Yep.
And you can play. Does it work?
yes.
Really?
We haven't tried it on this game. If it's exactly the same like the first game worked perfectly fine.
Okay, well then it's already better than Master Chief Collection.
Yeah. So,
Thanks for the PTSD.
any other questions about the game? Do you
What is your rating? What's your
Do you have
rating?
final thoughts and anything like that?
Yeah.
My final thoughts are that it's definitely, if you like real-time strategy games, it's worth a try. I don't know if it's worth the price tag. It's kind of a short game. If you like the multiplayer, then yeah, you'll have fun to play for a long time. But if you're playing it for the single player, it's pretty short.
How many hours?
It wasn't very many. I would guess if you were playing pretty quickly, you could probably beat it in like 6 hours.
Ooh.
How many missions was it?
I want to say there was like 10 to 12, something like that.
Do you think you could beat every mission on an average in half an hour?
You would. The thing is like you could do it, but you're gonna miss things.
So, because I would play a mission, I would play for 20 minutes and I would go back to try to do something else or get a different challenge.
There are things.
So
like
I would, if you don't speed run
items
it,
and like every mission has like bonus objectives that you can get. So if you wanted to do all of those things, yeah, you could stretch it out to probably 15 hours.
I guess there
Which isn't
are.
bad.
Every mission is ranked in points, so
Yeah.
yeah, when you get those challenges,
If
you
you
get
wanted
more
to
points.
get
and so-
gold on every
yeah.
mission and get all
There's
the bonus
replay value, I think,
objectives
is
and
too.
find all the Phoenix logs, then yeah, there's some time in every mission. But if you want to go through it quickly, yeah, you could probably beat it in about 6 to 8 hours.
Nice.
So,
That's not bad. It's
um,
better than a Call of Duty campaign,
Yeah.
which is like 4 hours.
Some Call of Duty campaigns are longer than others, but
You shut your whore mouth.
I'm just saying, on average,
Nobody
it'll be
asked you
about 4 to
worth.
7 hours.
But yeah, single player is really fun. Definitely worth the play. The multiplayer is decent as long as they will patch the matchmaking. It needs patched.
For the love of God.
It's still fun, but
My
you'll
God.
definitely get angry when you get one of those bad matchups. And they don't happen every game, but they happen often.
You know Microsoft's listening to us. You hear us, man?
They are not listening.
I know they're not.
So as far with my ratings, I'm going to rate the single player and the multiplayer separate. I don't think that they need to be included in the same thing. For the single player, I would say it's probably a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Higher than my rating.
Definitely has its issues with the story and things like that, but the gameplay really brings it back for you, so it's more fun, and the cutscenes are great. As far as the multiplayer goes, I would say it's probably a 6.5 out of 10. I think that there's some glaring issues that need addressed, but it's still fun at its core. Like I said, if they fixed the matchmaking, it'd probably be around the same as the single player. It'd be like a 7.5 out of 10.
That's good praise from Disco.
That is
Actually, that's higher than I thought you were going to get.
Solid game.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I would say if I'm giving it a 5 out of 10, then it's literally a middle of the pack game that I will play and forget about. But I think it's a little bit better than that. So
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
So that's about it.
That's our review.
That's the review for Halo Wars 2
Definitely worth
this
a
week.
play if you feel like it. Maybe find it on sale. But I will say I got the definitive edition or the special edition that came with
whatever it's
Halo
called.
Wars, the definitive edition of Halo Wars. So
Oh,
I
it
could
came
have-
with the first one too.
Yeah, so-
That's awesome.
was-
I would buy something
Yeah.
because I like RTSs. So
And it
I
comes
would be
with the
into it on
season pass, which also
Yeah.
includes single player content. So
You have to buy an
That's cool.
Xbox first, Pat.
No,
Shh.
but that
Wait till-
comes for PC.
Do it.
If you buy the digital version of it,
You gotta buy PC first.
PlayStation screw up.
so you can have Halo Wars on the PC and Halo Wars 2 on the PC if you buy digital, and you also get them both on the Xbox.
Nice.
They did like a cross-play thing.
Is it that play anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
So
That
cool.
if you
shit.
want to go that route, I think that was only like $10 more.
Something like that.
which
I don't
isn't
remember.
bad. But if you want to play it, I would recommend getting a sale.
Yeah, I've been wanting to
That's
pick it up,
Steam,
but I would never pay full price for it.
The Xbox Spring Sale is going on right now, actually. So you can check and see what games are cheaper. So if you buy fucking discs, you scrub.
I don't always buy discs. I just like having the
Digital sale.
I just like having the library.
Check
Me too.
the
Me
digital
too.
sale.
Don't
No,
worry, I'm right
Yeah.
there with you,
No.
buddy.
Tell
Don't
people
worry.
steal your
wrong.
games and then
You're
you'll think
all
differently.
wrong.
Worth, did you just have an aneurysm?
What?
The fuck was that?
What? I was like,
Never do that again.
Please don't ever.
I will
do
stab
that.
you in the eye.
As his neck
That's like-
snaps on accident.
I just walk around like this. This is my life now.
Glad to see you
Riveting
enjoying
for
it.
the listener.
This is great for our audio listeners. Yeah.
Did you play any other RTS? I mean, I know you played StarCraft, but did you play any other RTSs besides?
I've played
those?
some.
Command and Conquer.
I've played like Total War Warhammer. I just got that one
Ooh.
recently,
Oh yeah.
so I played that a little bit. Although that one's kind of weird because it's like turn-based and real-time strategy and like real-time tactical. It kind of mixes the genres a lot, but it was still fun. I've played StarCraft Brood War, StarCraft 2.
Warcraft?
No, I've never.
You never played the original? Oh, I played the
What?
You never played the original Warcraft?
RTSs were
Warcraft
good.
is legit.
What?
One of my favorite strategy games is actually a turn-based strategy, and it was Warlords 3: Reign of Heroes, and that's from like '98. But it was a lot of fun. You had like unicorns and centaurs and shit like that.
I think Pat just almost spit
Regular
beer on the mixer.
soldiers. The
there goes our livelihood.
Yeah, right. Well,
The unicorn was like ridiculously strong.
I believe it. Did you
But
play Worms Armageddon? The sheep was like the best
How
thing
have
in
you
there.
not
Worms
played
Armageddon.
Warcraft?
I just
It's good.
You play World of Warcraft and you haven't played Warcraft.
sorry.
That's a lot of lore that you learn on that one too.
You have a PC now. You have no
I've
excuse.
got Warcraft 2 on CD-ROM if you want to borrow.
I've got Warcraft 3 on CD-ROM if you want to borrow it.
You could play Warcraft on your fucking phone. You have no excuse.
Yeah, I could.
Get
Okay,
that
wait,
PC.
can you seriously?
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
if you got like a DOS box, like
Yeah.
that.
Emulator or some shit.
Are you staying disco or are you leaving?
Well,
'Cause we can do what we've been playing.
If we could do what we've been playing, and then the Pokemon Go thing, and then I'll take off.
Yeah.
Sean, you can just talk if you want.
What? No.
I mean, you can just
Voice.
Sean likes
I
to
don't
you
want
can
to
say
behind
words,
the
you know.
scenes.
This is great content for all.
By the way, I wanted to say too, Logan, your perfume smells fantastic.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we have somebody else here on the podcast, but you don't need my
She's
Halo
not
voice.
here.
So you can use Pat's mic.
Yeah.
So who are you?
I'm Stephanie.
Get close. It's a dynamic.
About
mic.
time you joined us.
Gotta get close.
So we're featuring you on the podcast. Somebody else new, special guest. So what do we do? What's your favorite game
Yeah.
of all time?
What is your favorite game of all time and why? That's always our initiation question.
Favorite game of all time would be Diablo 2.
Ooh,
Oh, interesting.
good answer.
All
Okay.
time. If I had to pick all time, it would be D2.
So if that was the only game you could play for the rest of your life, you'd be fine.
yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Hands down.
Good.
And why is it that you like it so much?
It was probably the first game that I really played. That's what got me into gaming in the first place. I started when I was really little, and I still play it to this day, and it still is awesome.
There's still dedicated servers for that.
There
too.
are.
Yeah,
yeah.
there are. It's awesome. Never gets old.
I really want to get back. I want to get back into playing Diablo 3. I need to do that.
I love Diablo 3, but it doesn't have. It's not as good.
yeah.
Just
Well, and
never
she was
is.
also saying that it's terrible on console.
It is.
It's not fair.
It's terrible.
I
I don't like the interface.
like playing.
And you
on
get
console. I think
everything
it's
3 months later.
Would you say PC Master Race?
What?
PC Master Race. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always play on the PC. If I choose anything,
If you
it's,
can, yeah.
it's PC all the way.
She's
I've
the best
never-
member on the
All
podcast.
right, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never seen Drew smile so
Yeah,
big
you're like,
in so long.
there's another PC player
He
here.
just had,
Yeah.
he just had this like shit-eating grin on his face.
Yeah.
Just now.
So we also always go around. We just talk kind of briefly about what we've been playing all week.
Okay.
I know you probably haven't played much, but what have you been playing this week?
I've been going back through the Borderlands games. Those are some of my favorite shooters. So
Aye.
just beat 2, back into the pre-sequel, and Overwatch would be the other one.
Yeah, you tried. There's a new character, right?
Orisa, yeah.
Yeah. Did you do
Crazy
much with
robot.
her? Like her?
I like her. As far as tanks go, I don't really play a tank unless I'm playing Diva, so I gave her a shot. She seems fun, but I mean, not necessarily a character that I would go back to play over and over again, but that would just be my personal play style.
There's an Overwatch event going on now too. I have to jump in on that.
I know.
Yeah.
What kind of event?
I don't know, honestly.
Is
I
it
don't
for
remember.
loot boxes?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
about
some
that.
skins.
That's I hear loot box. I'm like, no, I'll actually play.
Yep.
So all right, Pat.
Me?
What are you playing?
All right, Mike comes over.
We probably should have started with Disco and Sean. They gotta leave, but sorry.
Yeah,
You can wait.
They
can
You
wait.
wait.
Logan.
You're fine.
I don't have that much, so
It just
all
dawned
good.
on me.
I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Surprising no one
No.
ever.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Sean came into my room and saw my bullshit again today, and he's like, "Oh no." Also, randomly the past like 3 days, I reinstalled Borderlands, so I actually started playing that again, just because I saw you guys playing it, and I was like, I miss Borderlands. And as I said last podcast, I never played any of the DLC, so I'm going through. I'm actually like, I don't want to say speed running, but I've played the main game so many times that I kind of know what I'm doing, so I'm really running through it.
The D&D one
That's
is
what I'm saying.
awesome.
Yeah,
it's
I want to
so
play Tiny.
fucking funny.
That's the main
dude.
reason is I want to play
It's
Tiny Tina's
so
really
good.
bad. But just for fun, the other night there's this channel on YouTube called Fudge Muppet, and I said I'm not lying.
We don't want to know what you do in your spare
I
time.
know, I know.
We don't want to know what porn you watch, all right?
WWW.
I recognize this porn setup.
Yeah, right.
I've seen this porn before.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh my god.
Anyway, these guys do an amazing job. They're huge. They're ginormous fans of Skyrim and anything Bethesda, pretty much just
Nice.
Skyrim, Fallout, and all that stuff. And they create these really cool builds. Remember when I was talking about the Skyrim Special Edition? I was like, you should check out that channel.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Is that the one who they made like a necromancer before
Yeah.
they had some of the? I guess they didn't add abilities, but before mods or anything.
Yeah.
That's right.
So they'll go through, and their videos are maybe like, depending on what it is, 13 to maybe 20 minutes long. But they'll go super in depth on what I like. It's just some stupid side lore on the reason why you would play this type of character, and then they go really in depth on what abilities at what level you actually want to play. And the one I'm doing right now is the detective build that I've created, to where basically you're the canon good guy. You specialize in pistols. But the main perk you use is the intimidation perk, to where if you point a gun at an NPC, you have a chance for them to put their hands up and not attack you anymore, and then they'll fight for you. And the lore base is supposed to be that you treat every mission as a case, like a detective case. Your main companion, you want to be Nick Valentine. Start off with Dogmeat, and then once you get Nick Valentine, he's going to be your main person. Because also they go in depth to where the way that they do the stats, the special stats, is you're not very good at hacking computers, but your lockpicking is really good. But Nick Valentine, as a companion, he can hack terminals for you, so you can still get into stuff because you have Nick all the time.
That's
and then
pretty
you're
legit,
really good.
yeah.
I'm serious, man. I love
That
watching their
sounds
videos.
cool.
Everything they have, everything from pyromancer to druid, believe it or not, in Skyrim, and then you saw the necromancer one that they did and all that. It's really cool how in depth they go, and then they'll specifically say they did this video with mods, they did this video without mods, and then they just have on their channel too. They just have fun backstory,
little
stack,
one-off videos
history
and stuff like
of
that, yeah.
shenanigans. So I like their channel a lot.
Cool.
But anyway, besides Borderlands, Andromeda, Fallout, just my fun little mobile games. As usual, Dokkan Battle. And actually, I jumped on the Hearthstone brought out the Ungoro expansion, which
Hearthstone died a long time ago.
With
Dude,
you.
this new expansion's super
Who
fun.
cares?
You say this being
He's
when
fucking
you played
salty.
legitly. Yeah, the Ungoro expansion is super fun because they have the quest cards,
Yeah.
which are super cool. Obviously, they're legendary, so they're really hard to get. But when you do get them, you can build decks around them, and it looks super fun if you're able to actually pull one. What up?
Hell hath no fury like a Nate scorned.
Yeah. That's why I was surprised when he's like 6.5 on Halo Wars. I'm like, wow, like Disco's the
They
most.
shouldn't have
Like...
added so much RNG to Hearthstone and ruined the game.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, Dokkan Battle, Hearthstone, my dumb mobile games. Besides that, yeah. What you been playing?
Disco.
Not a lot, unfortunately. Rocket League, which I hate.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh, yeah. How did that go, Disco?
I literally have not had any luck on Rocket League lately. It's starting to make me hate
6-2 is not. Oh, sorry, 8-2 wasn't not that bad. I'm
I
sure.
did not even finish that way.
Not even due to the fact that I suck at that game. Him and I were playing together the other night. We were not doing so hot. I was like, Disco, please carry us, please.
Yeah, thanks for rocketing my ones rank into the fucking ground.
You're welcome. That was my plan all along.
This soiled
I said I was going to do it. But aside from Rocket League, I played Pokemon Sun. Still working my way through that, slowly but surely. I got Sean and Logan to start playing Clash Royale.
As Logan.
Put a gun to our heads.
Yep. We started the clan, Friendly Fire, join up.
I have not caught on to this craze yet.
That's how I feel about that.
You haven't played it yet?
Downloaded it, haven't touched it.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
There's an event going on, Extravaganza. Look it up. It's only till Wednesday, so if Worth doesn't get the pot up till Tuesday, I'm sorry.
Do your job, Worth.
Maybe you should upload a load.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
what?
I'm
What?
giving you shit.
What do you say?
Huh?
What-
Yeah, huh?
I didn't say
What'd you
anything.
say,
This
Pat?
beer's delicious.
What did you
That's
say,
the
Pat?
best. This beer's delicious.
Anything else, Disco?
No.
To be fair,
Pretty much nothing else.
I am transferring a lot of like this old stuff over from my old computer to my new computer.
To your
So
Dell.
to my Dell, I got a Dell,
You
dude.
got a Dell, dude.
You're getting a Dell.
We're
Yeah.
in the 90s all of a sudden.
He'd never seen that before. I
never saw
happy
that.
that he finally saw
That
it.
blew my mind that he did not know what we were talking
I
about.
was like, what is this reference? I don't get this. But
The master of internet memes.
Yeah.
And he has
the funny thing was like I watched that commercial on YouTube, and then in the related videos there was an AOL commercial from 1995 on there, and I was like, this is the cringe. I can't fucking handle this.
I remember modems
Sure.
back in the day.
What have you been playing?
Rocket League, Clash Royale, move on.
Move
Thanks.
on.
Thanks, Nate.
Done.
Good job.
Anyway, I've been playing Rocket League, Clash Royale.
At your
God
home?
Damn it, Sean.
Calculated.
He
What's
is getting
that?
good at Clash Royale, slowly but surely. Been giving him some tips and pointers.
Good old sensei.
Logan will get there once he gets a new phone.
Yeah, the lag is real.
Yeah, that game has a problem
Oh,
where
God.
you need extra storage because all of it is online based, so it like caches everything. And so if you don't have like a gig of open space on your phone, it'll just randomly freeze for no reason.
S8 Plus.
So
Nah, you don't need the plus.
You don't need the plus.
It's not necessary.
That-
It's good, not necessary.
Internal storage for the win.
Yeah.
so
Sean, play more games. Let's play something.
I'm
this week.
trying.
Let's play Siege. sometime.
Division.
Dead
You guys
Space.
were talking about
Dead
Division
Space.
last week.
Or let's play fucking Andromeda multiplayer.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Battlegrounds when it
how
comes
about
to
you guys
Xbox.
get
Yeah.
on Xbox on Mondays?
I will.
I'll get on Xbox on Mondays.
How about you play your Xbox other days than Mondays?
I can't, just Monday, so deal with it.
Learn to love your mistakes.
We take him over to my house, turn off all the lights, and make him play Dead Space. And
Yeah.
house on its own system.
Fuck yes.
John?
Yes.
On the
Yes.
fucking
On the projector?
Projector.
Not only no, but fuck no.
Yes.
I said I was
Want
like,
that
fuck no.
No.
so much.
Make him
Well,
play,
now-
make him play Resident Evil 7. Fuck Dead Space.
I'll
No,
bring my
fuck you.
PS4 over.
No, I mean, I love Dead Space, but Resident Evil
No.
7 is...
No.
I'll,
Dead
horrifying.
Space.
consider it if you cuddle with me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he'll
You have to
totally-
spoon afterward
I
until
call
he
Big
feels
Spoon
better.
I call it.
Is that a flashlight in your pocket?
but I am going to take off now.
All right.
All right.
Love you all. See you
Bye.
next week.
You can have a
Bye,
microphone.
Disco.
Oh.
Oh, Sean's leaving too?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
All right, fine.
I also
fine.
have to leave very soon.
What?
God.
Damn it, True.
Dude, people got to work overtime.
It's a
thing.
dismantled podcast.
Podcast!
We're like the
All
Titanic,
right, well,
but we're not
you move
we're
down,
not
then
a
you
band.
move down.
Okay. Yeah, scoot over. Scooch over. Come
Get her
on.
own mics
Come
now,
on.
hey.
Nate with that dynamic mic.
Feels
You
so fancy.
Moving is
gotta
hard.
get nice and
Yeah.
close. There you go.
Is
Now
that-
you
oh,
sound
no,
good.
that's not
Yeah,
my mic.
exactly.
I think Logan's
Perfect. You
Logan's
sound-
got mine.
I always take your mic because I don't have one yet.
Right, Drew, what you been playing?
Get your fucking mic.
I've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm lately.
Novus.
Yeah,
The shit.
just waiting for the
Fun
new
word to
update to
say.
drop on Tuesday,
Blizzard.
which is basically going to revamp the game. It'll basically turn it into Overwatch in a sense.
What? How?
With the loot system.
Oh.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you level characters up. The characters you play, you level them up, and then you get loot boxes, and you get stuff like you would in Overwatch. Like you get skins, you get banners, you get I don't know, different like animations and shit like that. So it's cool that they're kind of following in Overwatch's footsteps, seeing the popularity of the game and where the players want it to go. And they're doing a great job of rewarding veteran players with a whole bunch of like free loot boxes since they've been playing for so long.
Nice.
On Overwatch, I was watching, go figure, some stuff. I
was watching
They have these
Overwatch
sweet
game.
webcomics that they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of, there's a lot of lore to Overwatch.
There's a lot more than at face value.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
It-
insane.
Like, but they're, I don't want to say they're interactive, but they're, when you go to the next panel, it switches like
Blizzard
animation
always
wise
does a
back
really good
in.
job
Oh,
at
they always
creating
do.
like world development. Everything always has a lot of background before they even bring it to like betas.
Yeah.
I don't play Overwatch, but I've watched most of the webcomics and I love the shit out of the characters.
Have you seen like the short videos?
Oh yeah.
They're amazing.
Oh yeah, that's like Pixar quality. It's
That
It is.
amazing.
A Bastion
Oh,
one,
yeah.
yes.
It's
The-
so good.
I need to
What
watch
is it,
these.
Soldier
I think.
76?
They're so good.
You know what? Is that what it is? Soldier 76?
Mhm.
Watch that one. That one's good.
Oh, I've seen them all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I've watched the shit. You're talking to the lore nerd, man. Come on.
Fine. I bow to the
Get on my level. No.
friggin' what do I call you? Lord?
Widowmaker is
Lord.
my favorite.
Oh yeah, she's a shit.
Dead ass though. Just saying.
You
That's weird.
Anything else, Drew?
I've been playing a lot of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth on the Switch.
Nice.
Zelda when I can spare a second, and Tuesday, Ukulele dropped, and I've been playing as much as I possibly can of that because I wanted to have a review for you guys next week.
Do you
Are
have
you
a
enjoying
really?
it? Oh, sorry.
Ugh. I was kind of gonna ask the same thing actually. So do you have like a really super quick kind of like impressions on it? Not like even just like what do you think so far?
I get that nostalgia feel back from like the Banjo days because that game was my childhood. Like that's the game. That's the very first game I had when I bought my N64. There are some glaring issues with the game. I'm not gonna lie, but I've had a lot of fun playing it so far. And I've probably only put maybe 3 hours into the game, and I'm still only on the first world, but it feels like a Banjo game. Like Team 17 and Playtronic, like they know what they're doing with a game like this, and I think with time, if they're allowed a sequel, they'll be able to polish it a little bit more because it's been fucking since like 97, 98 since they put Banjo out. Like
I think 98, yeah.
A while.
yeah, it's been a long time. I mean, they did like DK64 and Banjo Tooie
I
and
fucking
stuff like
love
that.
DK64, dude.
But yeah, it's kind of cool to see a game genre revived that hasn't been even touched for I don't know, like 15, 16 years. Like it's cool.
I can't tell you the last time I played a collectathon, and I mean that in a good way.
Yeah, it's here. Like it's here in spades. That's what you want. You're gonna get that.
Was it you in the group chat that posted that Arby's thing? Too?
Yeah.
You're like, this dude needs a raise.
Dude, give that guy a raise.
Oh, that's what that was from? That was from Ukulele?
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
that was
okay.
ukulele. Yeah.
Seriously, though.
That guy's on top of
Arby's,
everything.
give your marketing team a fucking raise. My God.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
That guy's awesome. But yeah, just trying to play as much ukulele as possible. So
Sorry. Last thing. Grant.
No.
Or is it Grant Kirkhope? Is that his name?
that sounds right.
Yeah.
Did he do
does
the music for this
Yeah,
one
the
too?
music-
He did the music for
The
it.
music's fucking
I mean,
incredible.
I believe
Dude,
it.
I got such a huge banjo boner when I heard this music. I'm like,
That
this-
sounds
So,
inappropriate.
so I was giving
Drew.
her the
That's-
banjo boner last night.
No, it's great, man. Like the music has always been great in those games, and it holds true here too. So
Cool. I'll have a bunch of questions for you next week. I don't want to
Mhm.
keep it going, but I'm excited. Because I'm going to get it
No,
for sure. So
I'm
Yeah.
pumped to play it a little bit more and get a more well-rounded review on it. So
go ahead.
What?
No,
No,
I'm gonna save
it's-
it.
it's
I
this
have to
guy.
say- No, I know. I was gonna ask him one more question. I'm like, no, I'm waiting.
Yeah, let's wait for the review. I just wanted to.
I can't. I'm getting excited. Sorry, I'm getting.
Calm
I'm
yourself.
sorry.
Go ahead, Worth. I gotta go.
Sorry,
Worth,
you're
go.
leaving?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
fine.
Drew, Bye.
I gotta work overtime. I'm sorry, otherwise I'd be here.
Yeah, I know how it is.
We're gonna have like some kind of party when everybody's
got
off
kids to
overtime. Like a bunch of people on overtime. We're gonna go crazy.
I
all
want to
night.
know what is a day off. Can you guys tell me?
Right? Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that? What the fuck is that stuff? Hell, I'm gonna be working a shit ton now. I got my license and shit. So I'm switching mics because I can.
I'm muting that mic because I can.
Do it.
Probably should.
Anyway, so I went back and played some Siege. Good God, am I terrible? Because I needed to say.
The fuck worse.
I haven't played that game in like at least a month. And I went back and played it with who did I play with? I played with my brother and a couple of his friends, and I have no words for how bad I was. It's just not cool anymore. Well, I played with Micah too, but you know, it's kind of one of those. It's like that game's like riding a bike. You know, you don't play for a while.
It always hurts the first time.
It always hurts the
I'm just kidding.
it always hurts the first time back. We'll go with that. But no, it's just one of those games you just have to play consistently and kind of get your groove back. And I don't know. I'm not saying I'm like amazing at that game, but I'm not like the worst player ever. So, but I played that. Played some Rocket League with Disco and Sean for a bit this week, and then Mass Effect. Mostly just Mass Effect is what I've been playing.
Nice.
And I like what the well, I mean, we kind of talked about the update they did recently a couple of podcasts ago, but I mean, I really think they did a lot of justice to, I guess, the character animations and everything, and the game looks a lot more believable, I guess, as far as there's still some bugs, there's still some glitches, but like it's, you know, that's expected. It's a BioWare game, like it's kind of
a game that big is gonna
yeah,
you can't catch everything.
But especially just like with the conversations that you have on the, like, especially I forgot what that lady's name is on the Citadel.
No, the Ark is what they're called now.
No,
not the Citadel.
I always call it the Citadel.
No,
I always call it the Citadel.
Hyperion? No, I
no.
keep saying Hyperion. That's Borderlands.
The Nexus.
I keep doing the Nexus.
Well,
I've done that like three times. now.
There is a Hyperion in Mass Effect.
Is there?
Yeah, there's Ark Hyperion.
Okay, maybe that's why I keep doing that.
The Nexus is the Citadel. But I forgot that one lady's name.
Did she have like the eye makeup on or
yeah,
something?
she's got super short hair.
Yeah, she looks like an insane person before the update.
She was just like her eyeballs are just fucking.
They're always like super huge.
My face is tired.
Yeah, it was kind of scary to look at.
But they you know, they brought back like, you know, believable emotions in the characters now, and the game's a lot more polished. They still got some work to do with it, but you know, I'm happy with it so far. And I found my new.
That's not good on the mic. Sorry.
Yeah, that's gonna be good on the mic, asshole. I mean, I'm still rocking basically like I'm playing like an adept Vanguard, if that's even a thing, because
yeah, it's all the same tree.
Well, yeah, I do charge Nova way too much. I'm just like I see an enemy, I just go charge, and then
why not though?
like,
Yeah, it's such a good combo.
Like most of what I'm using is the charge Nova combination, and then I use a overload if I'm fighting the remnant or like enemies with shields. So
yeah,
you charge. The cool thing I like about overload now is you can charge it. So like it's strong if you hold down the buttons long enough, it'll charge it so it's stronger, and it takes a minute, but once you hit someone, that it just depletes like all their shields right away.
That's pretty cool. I haven't used anything but biotics and a little soldier in the multiplayer.
Yeah,
but I've just done like shockwave, warp, throw, all that kind of stuff.
Can you have warp in this? I don't even think of warp.
Maybe it's not warp. Oh, singularity. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I have singularity.
I wish there was warp. Warp.
I didn't even know. Well, it was pretty good. It was a good kind of like dot ability.
Have you played Mass Effect, Seth?
I started the first game a couple years ago, but I started it right before Pokemon game came out, which was terrible timing for me, so I put it down and haven't touched it since. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I just need to get back into it.
It's backwards compatible now. You have no excuse.
I know.
Yeah, you could get it with Xbox.
Once I graduate.
There you go. Yeah.
When do you graduate?
So much more time.
In 3 weeks. May 5th.
From?
UNO.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you studying?
I am a fine arts major. I focus in painting and printmaking.
Cool.
A lot of my artwork actually is gaming related anyway. So.
You could do some like thumbnails for us or something.
I do a lot of.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also stuff for us.
Cool.
We have the hookup now.
Yeah. We finally have an artist we know that can do this stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But what other news we got this week? I mean,
I didn't talk about what I've been playing.
oh yeah, that's right.
He always does this to me.
I'm sorry.
Logan, what have you been playing this
Thank
week?
you, Steph. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Fuck you.
What have you been playing?
So Siege, obviously, every week of my life, always Siege. I started playing Battlefield 1 again, actually. I played a bunch of that today and yesterday.
I had a huge fucking update for that. I wanted to play it this week.
You don't have the season pass, do you?
Uh-uh.
See, I don't either. I saw Jared does, actually.
Really?
So I think that I would play it enough to justify getting it. I'm just torn. I can't. I don't know. There's so many games, the multiplayer out, but Battlefield is so much fun though when you really get into it.
It is one of the better ones that have been released in a while.
Yeah, I'm kicking around the idea of getting season pass just to get everything, but we'll see.
I might just wait. Well, if they follow in the trend of a lot of previous Battlefield games, premium is going to come out for free or super cheap before too long.
Eventually I think it will. So
yeah,
I'm in no hurry to get it, but I was looking at some of the new stuff, and they have a night map I think coming out. That might be free.
That would be fucking terrifying.
I know.
No night vision, just like old school.
I love the night map.
Oh man.
Then I played Halo Wars 2 just a little bit. More Mass Effect. I played for 2 hours yesterday. I think I said this before. 2 hours of Mass Effect. I just talked the whole time.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but at the end of it, I was like, I want to shoot something. So no, the story so far is really cool. I like talking to what is the Solarian, who's kind of like the director guy.
Director Tan.
Yes, Tan. I like talking to him. Every time I talk to him, I'm like you. I want to side with you.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. We talked about it last week, but I can't think of it. So, but I'm really digging the story so far. A little bit of ESO. There's an event going on where you can get double XP right now. So it's doing that. And Bulletstorm. I beat Bulletstorm. So
you beat the campaign.
Yeah, yeah. I started doing the multiplayer. They're called Echoes, where you play a part of a mission and it scores you in that part. It's like a leaderboards kind of thing.
Nice.
If we don't have anything in the next few weeks to review, I'll probably do that eventually. We got Ukulele, right, for Drew?
Yeah, Drew's doing...
We can probably do Mass Effect somewhere in here, too. Because it's been out long enough now. I know you've played enough that you'll probably be able to do a review. But if you want more time, I'll probably do Bulletstorm. Then we can have a Mass Effect review.
I'm close.
Yeah.
That'll be your thing.
Well, because I know you haven't played a lot of multiplayer, so like some of us can talk more multiplayer.
Yeah, we can do it.
And then you can kind of talk about more of the single player.
I just don't want to spoil it.
Well, yeah, we gotta have no spoiler review.
No, that's
talk
gonna be
about
the
what
tough
you think
part.
of it.
Yeah,
right?
no, I know.
So, and then playing Borderlands as well. So, I was playing the pre-sequel, and I'm Claptrap, and it was hilarious when you pick him to start the game. It was like, you pick Are you sure you want Claptrap? And I hit yes. I was like, really? Do you know what you're doing? It was amazing.
And you click it. No, it's 3 times.
Yeah,
we're just making sure you want to pick Claptrap.
It's like, it wasn't an accident, It was.
Do you like his? Did you try out his main skill, or are you guys?
So
not high enough yet?
I've done it twice, and both times I think it was the same thing. I don't know enough about the other characters yet to know what I'm doing with Claptrap, so I still need to do a little more research on it. So
yeah.
That's what I've been playing. A little bit of Deus Ex, just a little bit.
Are you ever gonna finish that?
Yes, someday.
I mean, you talk Deus Ex up so much.
I play so many games, and I have such bad game ADD where I just bounce around. I'll play 4 or 5 different games in one setting, or like 3 or 4 hours. I don't know why I do it.
See,
all with Parks and Rec going in the background too.
Right? Yeah, I always
playing Parks. As if you haven't watched that series enough.
Oh my god,
it's not a bad time.
You missed it before you showed up. Him and Drew and everybody was just quoting Parks and Rec for like a half hour.
Drew had a best.
Don't I do that too?
Yes, she can quote just as much as me. But
God.
Drew had a Jean-Ralphio
best of,
and his sister.
Mona Lisa
best of, and so I just kept quoting from across the room every other line.
It's amazing.
It was a good time.
I'm just sitting there eating my sushi.
So you're like, I know some of these words.
Yeah, I've seen the show a couple times, but it's funny what I've seen. But I just like
so good.
It's kind of like It's Always Sunny thing. Like when I watch the show, I laugh and I think it's funny, but I haven't been able to just like sit down and watch it in sequence.
You're missing out.
You should.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Good.
So, some of the news we got. The NES Classic was discontinued.
Boo.
Yeah, they're doing it for 1 more month, right? Is what they
said. I think they have 1 more shipment.
Or
basically.
1 more shipment,
they're going to produce 1 more shipment, whatever. So, I'm curious if the value of that is going to change at all. Like if people are going to start paying crazy amounts for it, because I have one and I could sell it.
I know you do.
I have one too.
I would.
You got NES Mini?
I don't think it's a mini, but I have an old NES. Yeah.
So there was a new. I'll show you. I have it here. It's like a really small kind of box with like an HDMI port and everything. It came out in the
I have an
holiday last
Atari
year.
like that,
Okay, yeah. So
but
yeah,
I have an actual NES.
nice, yeah. So this was like a new one that just came out. It had like 6.
It had like 60 games,
30
30
games.
30 games
Yeah.
preloaded
30
onto it. But it was
It's like my Atari one.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, they were like nobody could find it this holiday season. Everybody wanted it, and now they're stopped making them. So I might have to try to sell that, make
Dude.
some money.
I'd wait a little bit.
I would wait a while.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna see the price
because I want to play it.
Yeah,
That's an investment now. Sit
yeah.
on it, let
I
it-
can set it up on the
let it
TV out here.
appreciate.
I know.
Play it, yeah.
Do you still have the original box?
Yeah, I have everything. I can just package it back in and like slightly used.
There
Pay
you
me
go.
money.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
a good plan.
Yeah.
So that's happening, and then the PlayStation update that Pat was talking about.
Yeah,
what
it's
did
just-
they change on that?
It's just something small. It was mainly a user interface like update they came up with. So one thing that I've liked, and it's kind of the same way Xbox goes. I don't know if it's the exact same like way to input it,
Mm.
but like during a game, if I click and hold, like for me, it's the PlayStation button. For you guys, it's the
It's
Xbox,
the Xbox, the home button.
the home button. It'll bring up your side, like it'll bring up a little sidebar,
Yeah.
and then you can look up, you can switch between a game, or you can go to YouTube, or any of that stuff. And the game will run in the background at the same time.
Hmm.
One thing I've liked about PlayStation is, especially because I play like giant overworld games like Fallout or Mass Effect and stuff. Even I, the lore nerd, gets bored with the background music, after a while. And one thing I've liked about PlayStation is I have Spotify, and being also the music geek I am, I have all these cool playlists that I'll do. And PlayStation actually has Spotify like set up in this user interface. Mm-hmm. But one thing that drove me nuts about it was that you had to it's not so bad on like Mass Effect or Fallout, but if I was playing ESO and I turn the music volume, in-game music volume down all the way just to listen to background music, ESO, if you go to a different program, it'll suspend the game, and then because ESO is an only online game, it would log you out. So I'd turn on Spotify, get my playlist going, I'd go back into ESO, I'd have to go through the login screen and log into my character and stuff. One of the big things that I loved about it was now it's just they have a music tab, so I can just straight up activate any Spotify playlist I want, just bing, bang, boom, and I can just start
That's
listening
pretty
to
cool,
music.
yeah.
Then they have automatic broadcast now, so you can do your share play. You can see who's online, all that. You can chat and party just straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just made it a lot more streamlined to where if I'm playing a game, I don't have to back out of the game and then, chat or activate music or, multiple things. Now just everything is, and you can customize it however you want to, set it up. So that's all I really want to talk about.
Yeah.
I just really like that they made it, number one, simpler, and number two, just more user friendly. Especially depending on what type of game you play.
Nice.
I mean, it sounds pretty similar to kind of similar to how the interface is now with the new update for Xbox. Like originally, if you wanted to snap your side panel, like bring up your friends list and party and that kind of stuff, you would have to double tap the Xbox button, and then it would bring it up. And now with this new one, you just tap it and it brings it up. Otherwise, if you want to go back to your home page, you have to hold it down. When before, I think it was backwards that way. Right?
See, it's the opposite on PlayStation. If I click the button, it'll bring me back to my main page with all my games.
Yeah,
and
that's how
everything
it
on
used to be.
It used to be like that. Yeah.
Oh, it did? Okay, because
Yeah.
mine, I click and hold it now, and then that little sidebar will pop up, and then I can go through and do whatever I want.
On Xbox, click and hold is your option to power off console or controller.
Mhm.
And then if you hit it once now, it does like the kind of slide thing
the
now.
snap.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you can go pretty much anywhere from there. And you can we can do the similar thing with Pandora on Xbox. We can have Pandora
Nice.
go in the background.
Yeah,
It's
that's
independent
cool.
volume controls. So.
Yeah, and that's another thing I liked is I can turn the music volume up and down. You can activate shuffle, repeat, all that stuff. So
Do the shuffle.
just being the music geek I am, because I have these awesome. What was the playlist that Paul gave us? Like the name of the playlist is "Holy Shit, Incredibly Epic Playlist" is the name of it. And it's
I was thinking of the one. It's songs that drunk white girls dance to.
yeah,
Yes.
he did that one too.
That one's amazing.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just
every pop song you could think of. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like, again, it's a very user friendly, which I like.
That's good.
It's not hard
That's
to
good.
do. Like anybody could figure it out, and after playing around with it for a second.
Well, especially if you're doing something over top of your game, you want to have that easily accessible.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So that was I just thought that was kind of cool
Yeah.
that they came out with.
It is a nice little feature. I think Xbox's interface, like it was a simple touch, like a simple little addition, but it added a lot of
It's just easier to get
user
everywhere.
friendliness.
Yeah.
And not bashing on it, but I'm still surprised that Xbox doesn't have like a Spotify thing.
I wonder if there's some kind of
There has to
agreement
be.
licensing thing that they just don't
Maybe. It might
haven't
be.
done yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I know they had like Last FM. They had that. That was a thing for a while.
well, and they have Xbox Music Pass too, or Microsoft Groove Music. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Groove Music. It's
No,
like it's Xbox's version of or Microsoft's version of like iTunes kind of thing.
Most of the
So they
bands
might
I listen
push
to are not on that.
I had it for like a week, and I was like, "There's nothing here." And I'm
Yeah.
like the biggest Xbox, Microsoft guy. I really wanted to use it.
But you're like,
Not worth it. Not worth it. Like half the songs on one album wasn't there, and I was like, "What is this shit? Like, give me the whole fucking thing. I'm paying for this."
Yeah.
Maddening.
Like it sucks.
But,
no, don't do that.
One thing Xbox is doing now is in the preview program, it's rolled out now, so I'm assuming it's coming out soon for everybody. They're adding a digital refund program.
Thank God.
So if you buy a game, you have within the first 2 weeks, as long as you play 2 hours or less, you can actually return a digital game.
Oh, I wish No Man's Sky would have done that.
Yeah, so you can
On
try it out, and
PlayStation.
if you're like an hour and a half in, and you're just like, no, not happening.
I'm
You can
stuck with that game for the rest of my life.
Well, didn't they add a bunch of updates to it?
I haven't played it. Like I literally, like I haven't played it.
They
forever.
added, from what I understand, they made a bunch of like updates that
They did. Oh yeah, you can
made
get
the game-
vehicles and outposts.
made the
and
game
stuff
a
like
bit
that.
more worth the money. But
I'm waiting for Elite Dangerous to finally come over to. It's coming this summer. I think it's in June or July.
yeah,
when Elite Dangerous.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks super fun.
but yeah, that's huge.
That's cool though. Digital like refunds.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. So is it just? It's just going to be credit. I'm guessing towards like the store.
I assume it's a refund to
Like
your
full-
credit
to
card.
your
Oh, is it going to be straight up
guessing
your bank
that's what
account?
it would be.
That'd be crazy if
See,
they did that.
Microsoft is doing a shit ton of good things for that kind of stuff. Like now they're having the Games Pass, which is like Netflix for video games. You pay $10 a month, you have access to all these games in the library, and now you can fucking return digital downloads of games.
Things that you don't like after a
I
while.
thought
Yes.
that should have been implemented. I mean, obviously it takes time with the programming stuff, but I just feel like they
Should have been like,
should have
hey,
been there
it's like,
initially.
hey, if this game sucks, I don't want to be out $60.
Yeah.
Like, I want my money back.
Well, and when Xbox One was first revealed, the guy who runs it now was not a part of that, and so a lot of these initiatives have been in the works for 3 years when the dude took over. So now we're starting to see the different vision for Xbox as opposed to when it first launched in 2013, I think.
Yeah.
So we're finally seeing, because it takes a long time to get something like Game Pass to, you got to work with so many developers and stuff.
Mhm.
So it takes a while to get these things to roll, but we're finally seeing what all that work is coming
That's awesome.
to. So yeah,
that's freaking sweet.
about
Yeah.
goddamn time though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Long time coming.
So
Sony will get it in like 20 years.
they don't change a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's like really all the news we have, just because everybody else's news, they're gone now.
Well, I guess they kind of. I guess another thing that I was watching a little bit of the Know today, and there was a video that they posted about how Microsoft is basically saying that the Scorpio could be the last Microsoft console.
I think they're trying to say they're getting away from generation releases.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how that would change in the hardware, but they're pretty much like saying that this would be the console you'll never need to upgrade. I guess unless we make something more than 4K, or I don't know if something goes. They have a huge.
There is 6K, but that's like we're not even close to that being in a consumer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
consumer
better
market or anything
things,
like that.
but yeah, it's not customer facing stuff you can buy yet.
Yeah,
so.
it's not a consumer.
It's like $40,000 on your 8K TVs.
I had an interesting weird gaming thing just real quick too. I brought it up before. I work for a movie theater company that is here in town, but it started in Austin, Texas, called the Alamo Draft House. And
Sponsor us, Alamo.
yeah, I know, right? But they brought up, we do old movies and animes and a lot of stuff normal movie theaters don't do. And one of our promotions we're doing right now, and I'm not lying when I say this, Bethesda actually is sponsoring and doing some stuff with us.
Really?
They're doing more of a sci-fi build.
Mm.
So tonight, the first movie was Starship Troopers.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Yeah, that's what was shown tonight. We're doing Starship Troopers, The Matrix.
Ooh.
God, what else?
This is so
There's
good.
one
Someone needs
more.
to see
There's
that.
one more sci-fi one that's coming. Oh, Fifth Element.
Nice.
That movie's
No, we're doing two
amazing.
because Valerian's getting ready, or Valerian
Yeah.
City of 1,000
Multi-pass?
Planets is coming up. But I just thought that was cool because I was like, I went to go see a random movie, and during the previews, one of them was the Bethesda thing. I'm like, holy shit, we got Bethesda like actually
Sweet.
going with us. So
That's
I was like,
pretty cool.
That's kind of cool.
That was awesome.
Prey's coming out soon. That's another Bethesda published game.
I'm
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
I didn't
interested
know
to try
Bethesda
that
was
out.
behind that.
It's I think Arcane makes it.
I don't know, but
I'll look
I really
this
want
up.
to try it out because I want to see if it's anything sort of similar to the first Prey.
So what I heard about this game is that they were making it and they didn't really have a name for it. Like it's kind of a new IP, and then they were like, "We already own the name Prey. Let's just use it."
Yeah,
So I don't think it's anything related to the first game. Like it was not intended to be a sequel, but they're like, it's cheaper to call it something we already own.
Prey was a super underrated game, though. I thought
It was okay. It was okay.
for what it was, like I was like, this game's awesome. Why is it not like getting the praise it deserves? Hey, praise, get it? Huh. I'll see myself.
See yourself
I
out.
said
I'll see myself.
yeah,
out.
yeah,
You can go away.
But yeah, I'd be interested to see what this one is like because I love the first one so much, and if it's anything like it, I'll probably. I'm getting a really big Dishonored vibe from it though, from the trailers that I've seen.
Kind of,
The
yeah.
same studio makes it, Arcane. So
Oh well,
there you go.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
superpower, but this time sci-fi instead of old or like steampunk retro kind of feel.
I wouldn't really call it Steam. Well, yeah. I guess I thought you were talking.
I
I
wouldn't-
thought you were talking about the first Prey. Not you're talking about Dishonored. I get you.
Yeah.
That's steampunk for sure.
PlayStation's coming out with like a Elite controller also.
Oh, yeah?
I was seeing on Reddit.
How is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They
This is a great news segment.
No, I mean
Good story.
there was
It's
no
a thing.
there was no
That's it.
there was no pictures or anything, but they gave like the stats and everything and the guesstimation price point. How much was the Pro controller?
150.
Yeah, it seemed like it was going to be anywhere between 130 to 150 is what they were guesstimating, like the price fit.
So much for.
But it's gonna have the little back control shenanigans.
Oh, like
that
the
you can
paddles and
customize
stuff?
The paddles, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we haven't even seen any concept designs or anything like that, so I'm guessing that might be something that E3 will,
Oh yeah.
bring out.
Yeah. Sony usually hits hardware pretty hard
I had
on
something
E3.
also that I wanted, just curious out of you guys.
Yeah.
So when the Scorpio comes out,
Okay.
when I say launch title, I'm not obviously the Scorpio is just like a super upgraded version of the Xbox One.
Actually,
Do you think they're specifically going to try to launch a certain game when the Scorpio comes out?
Well,
Like,
I'm
in the back of your
sure that there are games that will release with it, but there will be no exclusive games to Scorpio. So
Gotcha.
if you have a Scorpio, anything you can play on Xbox One, you can also play on the Scorpio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured that.
There'll probably be
Like the
some games
PS4
that will
Pro.
support. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that.
Yeah,
They're-
I'm assuming there'll be some games that support 4K and that they designed for to take advantage of that power. I would hope that they'd release some games that are like, hey, here's a good game to get Scorpio with, because if they don't have the games for a 4K display,
like
then nobody would.
the
care.
settings could be optimized for the Scorpio, but you
Yeah.
can still run it on an Xbox One.
yeah, because that was like what Horizon Zero Dawn was all about. They were
Yeah.
like, yeah, you can get it for the PS4, but we recommend you get it for the PS4.
I imagine they would do
Pro,
something pretty similar to that,
just
but-
because of how good Horizon Zero Dawn looks on the Pro compared to your
Which
normal
it-
PlayStation.
It still looks really fucking good.
It looks really
regardless.
good, I know, but you know what I mean? It's just like I can see them trying to pair a game up with the launch of
Right.
that console.
Yeah, I know what
You
you
know.
mean. I know what
So
you're
when
saying.
somebody gets something like a 4K TV, they want to be able to play all the cool stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll probably get a Scorpio on launch.
Do you have a 4K TV?
I don't.
You should probably get one.
I'll get one first. Yeah.
See, I mean,
Take advantage of that.
See if
yeah,
they-
right. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a 4K display, it's not totally necessary. You
Yeah.
need a 4K to. Really
I mean, I haven't bought a TV in about 5 years, so I'm probably about due.
I also kind of want a 4K TV when Scorpio comes out.
Yeah, I'm
So-
still rocking.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking my 1080 LED TV from like 2013, 2012, something like that. It
My
still works.
parents just bought a 70-inch 4K curve, and I took my
Oh,
Xbox
yeah.
down there specifically just to play on it because it was glorious.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I would hope so.
God, how much was that?
I don't
It's
know. I don't want to even ask
$2,000. Like, never
Don't
mind.
even want to know.
Get that Nebraska Furniture Mart
She's
card.
getting all
Yeah,
tingly
right.
in the pants. Just
Walked
thinking
in there
of
and
that.
I was like, I'm bringing my Xbox down next time.
Oh,
It's like-
nice.
I need some time alone. Lock the door. Mom, get out of
I
here.
told you not to come in here.
Told you not to bother me while I'm cleaning my room.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
So, what do you want to talk about, Steph?
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the new person here. I just put you on the spot.
No,
I knew you'd be afraid of that.
You're for giving you the
Because we don't really have a
reins here.
ton more news. Yeah, what are you talking about? I'm doing this because I knew she would get there. So.
Don't get embarrassed. You can talk to us here. It's all good.
Anything you're excited for that's coming out?
You know,
like,
honestly,
relatively
not
soon?
really. Most of the games, Pokemon was the last game that I was really excited to come out with. I am looking forward to the Necromancer coming out. The beta just launched for D3.
Oh, Diablo, yeah.
So that I am pretty excited about. That'll be enough to get me back in. I find seasons super boring, so I really haven't touched D3 in a while.
Wait, they have another one? Like after shit. What was the what's it called?
Are you talking about the expansion?
The expansion that they released.
Reaper of Souls?
Reaper of Souls, yeah. So they released another one after that?
So they haven't released any new expansions. They came out with like the new patches, and so they introduced the seasons. And those, they had like a test period for a while where some seasons lasted, a couple weeks, some lasted a couple months until they kind of hit their like stride.
Yeah.
So now with seasons, you can earn collectibles, pets, wings, all these cool things, which is great. But I personally like what I collect, and I don't like having to start from scratch every single season. And so I kind of got bored with that pretty quickly, because once I've played the class so many times and built the class so many times different ways,
Looking at you, Destiny.
there's not really anywhere to go. And so everyone was hella disappointed. I watched BlizzCon with virtual tickets this past time, and it was Diablo's 20th anniversary, and everyone was just dying for a new expansion. And sure enough, they disappointed, and there's no new expansion. They did, however, announce the new class, the 7th class that everyone's been waiting for, and they're bringing back the Necromancer, which was a absolute favorite from D2.
Yeah.
So that is pretty exciting.
Hordes of minions.
Yes.
Hordes. No, I'm not
The way-
lying. You should see some of the videos people
It's
have done with
amazing.
necromancers. It's
You
crazy.
can blow up corpses. That's how you earn
Yeah.
your like mana, so to speak. I think it's like bone and blood is what they call it for the Necromancer. But yeah,
I don't even play this, but I'm super excited
So
for that.
excited.
It sounds fucking awesome.
it's gonna be amazing.
That sounds like my
You
kind of
need to
character
play-
pack,
you need
doesn't
to
it?
play
Yeah,
and then just I'll help you get started. I'll start a new character with you.
Hashtag PC.
Well, that's the
Only.
thing. Is she even plays PC, so
I'll
we'll
use
have to just play on
scrubs on
Xbox.
Xbox.
Sorry.
I love my Xbox. I am not dissing on Xbox, but if you're gonna play a Blizzard game, it should be PC. That is the way it is meant to be played.
I mean, you're not wrong, but fuck.
We don't have the thousands of dollars required to make a PC. So.
I have.
Can you play Diablo 3 on your computer?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, no, I can play all my games on my computer. So I mean, I'm still working on mine. I've got all my Razer equipment and everything, but my computer's kind of a pile.
Yeah.
At this point, it's several years old, but yeah, my
Yeah.
next big paycheck will go towards building
Nice.
Big
a
boom.
new tower.
Yeah.
Always good.
Pretty excited about that.
When is BlizzCon?
Usually it hits in like October, November.
Oh dang! I thought
timeframe.
it was more like a summer thing.
Well,
okay.
the tickets go on sale during the summer, and they get sold out within like a day.
Right.
So
right.
the odds of actually getting tickets to go, which is bucket list, dream life, are slim to none. But
Yeah.
I like the virtual tickets too, though, just because then you get all the in-game goodies, just like you would get for going. So you get all the cool pets.
So
and
you basically
card
just
backs
you basically
and
just
wings.
watch a live stream of it or something.
Yeah, so you'll get the live stream. You'll get access to it for all 3 days of the con from Friday through Sunday.
Gotcha.
But you get
can
like,
watch
oh, sorry.
everything. Oh no, you're good.
I was just saying, when you go to BlizzCon, like you were saying, like the virtual ticket, you get like this awesome fucking goodie bag.
Yeah.
Where they're like,
You don't get the goodie bag with the virtual ticket, like the actual physical goodie
no,
bag.
obviously, yeah, you won't
You
get
just
like,
get the virtual goods.
yeah. So like one thing, like Warcraft or World of Warcraft always had these awesome, like it was perks, it was little pets that you
yeah,
could
Murkies
get.
every year.
Yeah, I know you get little.
Murky.
little
What's that?
You don't know what a Murky is?
I
It's-
don't.
you
I
remember
played like
Murlocs?
a month of
I'm slightly
Pandaria.
disappointed in
And
you
then
right
never
now.
played again.
Remember
I'm
Murlocs?
sorry.
Murlocs?
The
You
little
get a-
baby Murloc named Murky, and he has like, remember the old frog cartoons, like "Hello, my darling," "Hello, my baby," "Hello, my
Hello, my ragtime gal.
So
Oh,
last
yeah.
year you
Yeah,
got
it was
an
a
Alliance
Murky that
and
do that,
Lord
yeah.
Murky.
Yeah.
The year before that you got an Illidan or a Demon Hunter Murky, because that was when Legion was first announced, and that was what all BlizzCon was about 2 years ago. So
I'm surprised you remember that cartoon. God, I fucking
Dude, I watched the shit out of Looney Tunes when I was a kid. Are you kidding me?
God. Can you believe Yosemite Sam is banned from TV now?
what?
Yeah.
What?
Like, you fucking snowflakes. Jesus Christ. I'm pissed. I'm triggered.
It's like when they got rid of Cookie Monster after a while. And
Yeah, now
The
he's,
Veggie
like,
Monster?
now he's the veggie monster.
well, they brought him back,
Shit.
but initially, they killed him off and gave him Veggie
They
Monster.
killed him off.
Well, they
They
didn't
go
kill
to
him.
like gunning down Cookie
They
Monster.
can't make him
Cookie
healthy
Monster.
because it's his fault that America is
No,
obese.
no,
Yeah.
he died from diabetes. Let's be real.
Diabetes.
I ordered my diabetes testing supplies from Liberty Medical. Then I find out my wife's been dead for 6 years. Who the hell did I hit?
So messed up. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I would be somewhat interested in BlizzCon because I play a little bit of Overwatch here and there, especially like with the events. But I played Bastion after they updated him a while back, and he was like a super fucking powerhouse.
OP.
I loved it. I think they
I
nerfed
hate
him. I think they
Hasn't
brought
he
him back
always
down.
been OP?
He has always
They
been
made
OP.
him stronger
Too
though.
much.
They made him better.
It's not okay. His targeting is better now too, so it's like easier to like kill everybody and get team kills. It's ridiculous.
That's
I can't.
why I play Bastion.
Scrub.
And Tracer and Reinhardt. All right,
So to play, who's
my
the
jam.
DJ guy that you
Lucio.
play? Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucio.
Lucio is my main, or Diva, which I know she's super OP. So
Diva's
you
fun.
know.
Every-
Diva's
Diva's totally
every-
fun.
Every
Diva
gamer
is-
girl plays as Diva. Let's be
because
real
she's
here.
amazing. Okay, she's all of us.
Watch Mojo's top 10 best Overwatch characters. Lucio made number 1.
That's because he's amazing, and like I feel at least on Xbox.
I'm sorry, it was Screw Attack. It wasn't Watch Mojo. Sorry, it was Screw Attack. I
At least on
apologize.
Xbox, Lucio is super underrated, and I know as I'm preaching, Blizzard should always be on PC. Unfortunately, my PC can't play it. So I've been playing on X. Yeah, it's really depressing. I'm still bitter about it, but Xbox, no one ever plays as him, and he's a boss.
He's pretty fun.
He's amazing.
Super sport.
Doesn't he have like the knockback attack?
Mhm.
I love knocking people off the map.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like my
amazing.
favorite thing to do. In the game.
Yeah,
You just kind of cruise up
He's
around the
got
corner,
he
bam.
can climb walls.
yeah.
This is just from what I saw
He
from the
boosts your
videos.
speed, which let
Yeah.
alone that it's so helpful when you have like say you have a team kill, you can just boost everybody straight back and like get the point faster.
And he can heal too, right?
Yeah, so you slide between the two.
Yeah. You jump back and forth, yeah.
Yeah.
When
that's
I,
amazing.
when I
I-
played, or good.
Obviously, I just love, just from the videos I saw, just again being the music geek I am, on how like the beats change whenever
Yeah.
you go between
It's
modes.
amazing. Yeah,
So you like this hardcore bassy run
It's pretty fun.
whenever you're
Yeah.
doing like the support, and then when you're healing, it's more like EDM, like techno,
Yeah.
like kind of in the background. I was like,
I don't know.
oh,
When
yeah,
I
this
played that game, I played it for a couple weeks, but I probably used Hanzo the most.
He's pretty awesome.
Just because I don't know, he wasn't really like a crazy offensive character. He's kind of more of a support character almost.
Yeah, he's support. All those
So-
like sniper characters are support.
Yeah.
in Overwatch.
So, like,
They're built.
What was the one? He's got the one attack that's like got like this seeker arrow or something.
Mhm.
Like it's kind of a radar almost.
Yeah, and then he has like his cluster arrow. And
cluster
all
arrow.
that,
Yeah,
so,
that was the other one. I think
Is
it's got
Hanzo the one that does his ultimates like that big dragon?
The big
that
dra-
yeah, he's
everyone
one-
runs away
Yeah,
from
yeah.
instantaneously.
it's him and
You hear him
and-
yell at like.
It's
Asian-
him and Kenshi. Is the,
what does he even say?
We're so politically
Try
correct.
so
on
hard
here.
not to be racist right now,
Yeah.
but
Trust me.
Wait,
Guys, it's been like a 17-hour day. I'm sorry.
You're on Friendly Fire Gaming. We don't care. It's okay.
we
That's
have,
true.
We've said horrible things on this podcast.
wait till
before.
our funerals. We're gonna play everything from the vault.
We have a backlog of horrible stuff. that we-
dark corners where
Yeah.
nobody should ever go.
Like
That's where we
like
live.
4chan/B
God,
like type
that
of
was
dark
terrible.
places
Yeah.
on the internet.
But you're not wrong. He does. Yeah,
he yells
there's
something,
like he says,
and then you
says
run
something,
the hell away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says something in Japanese, and then him and Kenji or Genji. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does the other dragon one,
Yeah.
which I was
The
disappointed.
brothers.
Which I was disappointed. I thought I didn't think he was as good as I was hoping for.
I feel like he's a lot harder to control though with his ultimate, and like you have to like physically like attack the person you use it. And you have to hit the right button at the right time in order to use it. Whereas like most of the other ultimates, you just like hit a button and it just like explodes
Does
or
stuff.
detonates or whatever happens. But yeah,
I've seen some badass cosplays of him.
yes.
Yeah, like people like got like the
There's Overwatch cosplays that
like
just
like
always
the
look badass.
the helmet that like the eye slots like
Blizzard
open up
makes
and
it easy
everything.
to
and
cosplay because they just have such badass character
yeah.
designs. Always in any game.
It's still no Mass Effect.
There's some legit.
There's some cool looking characters. Even I will
Really
admit that
cool, yeah.
Overwatch has got some cool looking characters.
Yeah.
yeah.
Especially some of the what was it
can't-
that one day you were over here and you were showing me all the alternate costumes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that looks cool.
yeah,
I'm
there's
like,
some
oh, that
really
looks
badass
sweet.
ones.
I like
Especially
the-
with who's the wing chick?
Oh,
Thank you.
Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy. Some of her alternate costumes look awesome.
Yeah.
There was one she was
super
like a
cool.
witch or something, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
for the Halloween event, she
Yeah.
got the witch
Yeah.
skin, and that one was probably. Her
I like that
best
Tracer one you got, that like dark Tracer
I
one.
got the I got that one. I think where her costumes were blue, but then I got another one. Maybe that's the same one. I got one where it was the
Year of the Rooster.
Yeah, Year of the
was
Rooster
really
one. I
bad.
got that costume for her. It's awesome. So I was very excited to get
One of my
a.
favorites, the Winter Reaper one, where he's like, it's like frozen ice or whatever it's called, where he's like.
Looks like a lich.
Eating. It's amazing.
That's
That
pretty
went away.
cool. I didn't see that before.
Amazing.
I wonder. I know we kind of
Yeah,
barely
that's been
talked about the event going on now. I just wonder what the stuff looks like.
I think it's a throwback to.
Oh yeah.
From what I've seen, I haven't really looked into it too much. I haven't had a lot of time, but it looks like it's some kind of throwback to like the original team of Overwatch from when they were younger. So like Anna, Reinhardt, Soldier 76, because they're all a lot older now and have been through this. Because what's happening now in the game is taking place like years after Overwatch was disbanded. So like some of the skins, it looks like they're throwing it back to like their younger days.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't want to take that with a grain of salt because
Yeah.
I've only seen certain pictures, but that's what I get the vibe of.
I will put
Sweet.
$50 down that within, and I'm gonna pull some years out, but I almost guarantee in the next 5 years, I would not be surprised if they came out with an Overwatch movie.
It would
Oh,
be
yeah.
amazing.
I could totally see that
It'd be
happening.
amazing.
And I'm not talking about like the Warcraft. Like the Warcraft movie was cool, and I geeked out because I
It was
know
pretty
way
legit.
too much Warcraft like lore, so I was loving the shit out of it. But not even that type of CGI. Like I want like the Pixar looking Overwatch movie.
Well, I feel like they would have to though. Like, there's no reason to switch it to like a realistic.
Like a live action kind of thing.
Yeah, like there's no
That'd be
reason
so
to make it
sweet.
live action.
They made an Overwatch movie. They make so much money.
There was that the original Overwatch trailer was like a Pixar
was-
mini movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
That was where you see Tracer and Reaper. What's the gorilla?
Winston.
Winston
And Widowmaker.
And
Widowmaker's
Widowmaker,
there.
yeah.
That was pretty legit.
Yeah,
Well, they talk about the gauntlet. Everyone's waiting for him to show up in the
yeah, I know, right?
Doomfist. Is
He
that his
once
name,
destroyed a
Doomfist? It's
skyscraper
gonna be
with
great.
it.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
We're pretty
No,
much
we
at
got-
time. Yeah,
pretty
I
much
don't
at
think there's
time.
anything else really.
You've either wasted an hour and a half of your life or you enjoyed an hour and a half of your life.
I enjoyed it.
Probably both.
Probably
I don't care.
I think it's a
Yeah.
little both.
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Depends on if you're a glass half full type person.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week. This week was kind of rough on news, but next week we're gonna have the ukulele review,
hmm
which I'm excited for personally,
And I'm going to make it a point to actually play something this week.
and hopefully.
Yeah, something to talk about.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I just, I'm good. I mean, I got everything I needed squared away this week, so
It's like in
I'm happy
denial.
about that. Like,
I can do this, right? I can be part of the podcast.
I can. I'm one of the founding members. Just watching that before.
It's just, yeah, the entire-
I was there the first podcast.
I was on the first one.
Who? It was the six of us here, right? Not you, Steph.
It was
No,
the
not
first time. It was you, me, Pat, Drew,
Nate and Sean.
Nate,
right?
and Sean.
Yeah, so
We're
this
the-
is
we're the
still the
OGs.
six here. That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a podcast. It's over. Stop listening now.
It's a podcast.
Love it.
All right, that's all. Goodbye.
Bye.
Later.